Hi Libra, welcome to your reading. I hope you're well, I hope you're fabulous. So just to get this out the way, it's our birthday. It's my birthday's actually November 19th, so I'm filming on my birthday, and that's fine. Yours comes out, I think, the day after Gemini's, which their message is on my birthday, but we're filming in our expected birthday outfit. Basically, I'm working up until the moment I'm out. So there you go. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what? I don't mind. I don't apologize for my efficiency. I like it. I'm in tune with it. It works for me. So there you go. What's up, Libra? What's going on? And then also we had a background change. Yay! It's much more in line with my particular color preference, which is purple. What's going on, please? Show me what I need to see for my Libra energy. For those of you who followed me over onto Whispering Stacks, my alternative ASMR channel, thank you so much. I look forward to continuing to grow it. It's been amazing. If you'd like to learn more about it, it's in the description box, yeah? What's going on, please, for that Libran energy? What's going on for that Libran energy? What's going on for Libra? Several of you resonated very strongly with your last general love reading. What's going on, please? What is going on? Show me what I need to see, please, for Libra. Show me what I need to see, please, for Libra. What's going on? Like always, if you want to see past videos, just go to my playlist. Everybody's organized, yeah? What's going on, please? Efficiency, like I said. What's going on? What's going on for Libra, please? What's up? Somebody like, what are you doing for your birthday? I don't know. That's half the fun. What's going on, please? What's going on, please? What's going on? Show me. What's up? Not much. Four Swords. But, you know, quiet's a good thing, too. Some of you are just being quiet at this time. You're keeping yourself to yourself. Some of you might be healing. Some of you just might be chilling. I don't know. Let's see what's going on. Three of Pentacles. Okay. You seeing, folks? It's not terribly exciting. Some of you might be healing over a friendship, though, with the Three of Pentacles. We shall see. Or thinking significantly about a Three of Pentacles as well. Four Swords can often be resting at our leisure, which also means thinking at our leisure. Okay, so we're going to see. Your current energy. The Emperor. Oh, my. Let me know if you got some Aries in your chart, honey. The one surrounding you. A Hanged Man. Ain't that a... Time out. Okay. Someone has suspended any sort of interaction or engagement with you, particularly on the emotional level, the Hanged Man, or they're just too separated from their own emotions. You seem to be firm with this person, the Emperor energy. We're going to see why. You seem to be very firm about someone who is a friend. You might have put them in the friend box if they continue to not show you anything as well. It's like, yeah, well, you're not going to show me anything? Well, I'm not going to show you anything either. Emperor, deal with that, baby. Absolutely. Some of you might have casually or with some depth, Four Swords, decided this is the best course of action. We are just friends. They're not going to give me anything to work with. I'm not going to give them anything to work with either. We shall see. Okay. Okay. You don't have to be stubborn when you're just emotionally checked out. You know? What's going on, please? Show me Libra in this connection. Show me Libra in this connection. Like, you know what? I ain't got time for love. You can go ahead and keep yourself suspended. I ain't got time for that anyway. I'm Emperor. I don't know. I need more to work with. So did you, apparently. Needed more to work with. It's like, well, if we're just going to be friends, I'm going to treat you like one. I'm going to go Emperor on your ass. No action, no strength. Somebody did not have strength. That's fairly critical. I don't read the base. FYI, I don't read the baseline in the downright. That's my method as a tarot reader, and I trust my method. But for FYI, Knight of Swords, strength. Somebody literally did not have the strength to take action towards you. Somebody was just too burdened by the idea of it. It was too inconvenient, too burdened. They can't be bothered. I don't know. But for some of you, yeah, the biggest point of contention is that somebody did not have the nerve or the strength to take on the action. Damn. Okay. Show me that. Then I wonder why I'm seeing it. You know, could be what's most currently on their mind. Sure. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Reverse energies as it applies. Cross watchers, you are welcome, of course. Do keep in mind I'm saying you and Libra because it is baseline their reading. It's not for you, it's for Libra. Okay? But again, reverse energies as it applies. Energy is diverse. Seven of Wands, there's that boundaries. Two of Swords, you're pushing somebody away, specifically the love energy. King of Cups, and because you're not decided. There's still confusion here. So, because there's still confusion, as far as I can tell, somebody who's looking like you is insisting on boundaries. This is too confusing. I'm so confused. This King of Cups, I don't know what it is you're really feeling. I don't know what it is I'm really feeling. We're pushing something away because it's just too damn confusing. Advice. Nine of Wands, are you exhausted? Nine of Wands can swing either way. Severe blockage, that's willful. Or do you stand up and fight for something? Because you have to also know when to fight. That's everybody's obligation in this life. Overall, Two of Cups, yeah, it's at stake. Love is at stake. A soul connection is at stake. It's that same person who failed to take action. They refused to balance correctly. Oh my. That's what resulted in the tension. Somebody refused to take action towards you with any sort of strength of conviction. They rejected their own sense of strength. They refused to balance up with you appropriately, and this is what caused the tension. And the abandonment. Oh, somebody's accusing somebody of abandonment. We're still keeping the eye on somebody else, though. Okie dokie. Somebody refused to stand up for the connection, and that's what turned everything into this kind of hard-ass energy that I'm seeing here. Okay, yeah, well, you know, when you refuse to stand up for your connections or to honor them or make good on them, this is the shit that happens. And it's like, you know what? I think I just relegated you to the friendship box. You know what? You don't want to stand up for me? You don't want to stand up for this? I'm going to give you as good as you get, baby. Which is very like you. Show me. Show me what I need to see, please. What's going on? Show me what I need to see, please. Show me what I need to see, please. What's going on? For that Librian energy. Honey, I think you're pissed off with folks. I think that was in your last love reading, too. Weren't you pissed off with somebody? Show me. Yeah, you showed it. What's going on, please? Show me what I need to see, please, for the best possible clarification for Libra. Show me what I need to see, please, for Libra. And what's going on for Libra, please? Some of this Four of Swords. You went into a place of quietness and or retreat. You needed the time to think about what to do with this connection because you don't trust it or it doesn't feel right or it doesn't feel correct with the Five of Swords. There is a mirroring aspect here, and that's never changed between you two. You've always known that. You've always known. Let's make that clear. There's a mirroring aspect between you and this person. That's never changed. You can feel them a little bit. They can feel you a little bit, right? You've always been very clear about that. Ace of Swords. You've known this, okay, as a particular truth. However, that's not the point. The point is that somebody continues to have mixed feelings about their own heart space. In other words, what it is that they really feel. Mixed feelings. Sometimes it's yes, sometimes it's no. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold. Sometimes it's like, I have feelings for you, and other days I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I don't. Somebody does not know how to declare their cup. You seem to understand that you two have similar feelings. This is an undisputed truth where you're concerned. But to this day, somebody is still insists upon, I don't know what I feel for Libra. I still don't know how I feel about Libra. Bullshit. And this is what caused the pain, all the tension, all the fighting, and all the pushing away. Okay? So what do I do? What do I do with this situation? What do I do with this person? Every time I turn around or look around, it just feels bad. Five of Swords. It feels manipulative or stupid. Am I prepared to win at all costs? I don't know if I am anymore. I don't know, but you did it from, you contemplated these thoughts quietly and at your own leisure and at your own pace. Four of Swords. In your quiet moments, in your quiet time. What else about the Four of Swords, please? Any other conclusions here? Knight of Wands. Yeah, what about it? Your passion changed. Knight of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. Your passion changed. Too much thinking, not enough action. Okay. Too much thinking, not enough action. Obviously, it's going to kill the passion. I guess they're just a friend then. Okay. Or you felt that their energy was just all sexual manipulation. Again, these are your quiet reflections, 4 swords. Things you had to heal yourself to. You either understood that their passion would never change and it would never be anything substantial and it just made you feel bad, 5 of swords, that you were being used because maybe it made them feel good, or you understood that your own passion for this person would never change, but then so too neither would the conflict. So you let me know which is which. You either thought the conflict would never change and neither would your passion. That creates tension, right? Or this situation in general would never change, but they would always come back to you for passionate reasons. Show me this 3 of Pentacles, please. So, somebody got relegated to the old, we're just friends. 3 of Pentacles. Show me this 3 of Pentacles. 7 of Swords. How so? Somebody deluded them into themselves into thinking that this could work. 8 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords. They knew it was bullshit. You, them, or the both of you said, we can compromise with each other. We're totally friends. We're totally cool. We're totally chill. Bullshit. Otherwise, I wouldn't be seeing it. Yeah, no. That never works, does it? Somebody you have passion and or feelings for saying, oh yeah, they're just a friend. Well, that never works out well, does it? Somebody tried to compromise this. It's looking like it was likely the both of you. No. There's too much underlying thought here. 7 of Swords, the sneaky thoughts, the shit we barely admit to ourselves, never mind somebody else. Compromising energy, try to compromise with this person, make it work. We can find a friendship value out of this. You both doubted the same thing at the same time, it looks like to me. Okay? For your part, though, given your underlying, you understood that you two were marrying to some extent. You understood this particular truth. That wasn't the question. Feelings. Are there feelings here? And if so, to what degree? To what depth? Somebody's like, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. I have feelings, I don't have feelings. You understood that this situation would never change, including the amount of real passion you two had for each other. So you tried to compromise it, put each other in the friend box. It looks like a dual effort to me. We shall see. But yeah, I have to insist. I'm going to give you as good as you give me. You give me nothing, I'm going to give it right back to you. Emperor here. You're standing in your power here. Show me the Emperor, please. Show me the Emperor. Show me the Emperor. Show me the Emperor, please. Oh. Yeah. That's what I thought. It was you. You pulled Big Daddy on this person. You know what? I've been thinking about it. Maybe we're just friends. Boom. I'm giving you what you give to me, which is nothing. Yeah, there's love here, and it's a pain in the ass as well. Of course it is. It's the 2 of Cups, same thing that's been the overall. For some reason, you might have to work with this person, though, because I'm seeing a lot of what you call, or I call, boss energy in the work environment. So for some of you, this is someone that you work with, and you might even be in charge of them. Like you knew the circumstances were shit, but you also knew the passion was never going to change. You both agreed to compromise and work with each other's energy. It was kind of like an unspoken agreement between you two, and now you just see this person as an acquaintance, a friend, or a coworker, or a colleague, or something like that. I can't say that that's not a possibility. I'm seeing a lot of heavy real-world aspects here. You let me know as you see fit. And this is why it doesn't work. This is why it doesn't work right here. You know intellectually, and to push this person away, intellectually you understand, you do, as the Emperor energy. You understand you had to be hard with this person. You had to be firm with this person. You had to make a declarative decision. The Emperor's obligation is to make declarative decisions and to stick by them. There's a reason he's Emperor. I've made a decision, I got to stand by it. And that's where that stubbornness comes in. Okay? This is what I decided. I can't take that shit back. I can't take it back. I can't. It's not just me. There's other people I'm dealing with too. Right? I insist that this person's a friend. 7 of Cups, fantasy. You either know this isn't working, energetically speaking, because you still see this person as a potential love option, or you want them to be more than that. You know? I know you two are trying. You knew you two were mirroring something more. It looked like it was the other person who was confused about their feelings. And I do believe you're responding to them like, well, you don't know what you feel for me, so I'm just going to act like you're a friend. It's just safer that way. But there's still, and it's not a crime, I'm not calling you out, I'm not trying to make you feel bad. There is still that thing, well, maybe I can fantasize, or at least possibly have that feeling that maybe one day they'll be more than friends. Until then, I'm the emperor, right? Blank face. I have made a decision, I got to stand by it, right? Anything else, please? Justice, there you are. This feels correct to you. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Let's see why they put themselves in a state of emotional suspension. Show me the Hanged Man, please. Show me the Hanged Man, please. Show me the Hanged Man. Show me the Hanged Man, please. Show me the Hanged Man, please. Show me the Hanged Man, please. Why are they absent? Why are they absent? They're so out of touch with their I knew it, man. I fucking called it. Okay. The Moon. Heavy Piscean energy, FYI. This person is so out of touch with their feelings, it's ridiculous. So again, I saw a Libra who's like, I understand this situation. I understand the circumstances. And by the way, they're shit. I have feelings for this person. At least I know I am energetically excited by this person. And I got to kill it. I got to act like they don't exist. I'm going to try to, quote unquote, work with their energy, compromise with them, keep them around as an acquaintance. Yes, my heart, if I'm being honest with myself, hopes to see them as a love option one day. But today's not that day. I am the emperor, I have decided, and here's why. I believe you're just pitching back to them what they give to you, which ain't much. This person is so emotionally disconnected. Two major water concepts. One, at least emotional detachment, is taking a break or a breather to understand their feelings, but the Moon suggests they haven't even if they took a break from their own emotional energy, they haven't made any strides in understanding it any better. Why is this person... Let me know, FYI, okay? Let me know if you're dealing with Taurus. You might have some Taurus in your chart. Why is this person so emotionally detached? Three Cups, why? Yeah, their intuition is telling them to move forward into connecting with you, so why aren't they honoring that? It's all water across the board. We just hit all the waters except Scorpio. We have Cancer here as well as Pisces here. Their intuition is telling them to go forward to you, and then they refuse to. Why? They think about it way too much, man. The Devil and the Four of Swords. They think about it way too much. Why? Emotionally connecting to you, they desire it, but then they substantially block it or act stupid or act like they don't know. I don't know I have feeling for Libra. I called it with that. I knew that underlying. You understand with that Ace of Swords clarity, your particular truth. You understand you two mirror each other energetically. You both feel this. That hasn't changed. No. Neither has the circumstances, which are also shitty. It was them. Ace of Cups with the Two of Pentacles. I don't know how I feel. Bullshit. Just like in the Matrix. How do you know you're the one? It's just like being in love. You know it from balls to bones. They don't know that they have feelings for you. Yes, they fucking do. It's just so buried. Their intuition tells them to go towards you. It is begging them to go towards you. And then it's met with the murkiness of the Moon and the Hanged Man. I better not. I can't possibly have feeling. What is the deal, man? Well, clearly they're not listening to their intuition. Okay, but what? It's more than that. It's more than that. Their desire to communicate with you. So what is the issue? Why do they block it so bad? They refuse to see. Eight of Swords to the Nine of Swords. Yeah, well, they are refusing to acknowledge their own emotionality. Absolutely. Two of Cups. Jesus Christ. Okay. Who is this? Okay. So they are tied to someone else. This is ridiculous. They are tied to someone else. Someone who represents home value. They might be dating someone else, bare minimum. Bare minimum. Okay. Bare minimum. They're in a soul contract with someone else. And they're miserable. I don't know if they know that. This person's so very, very, very busy denying their feelings towards you. It wouldn't surprise me at all that they are completely unaware of their own feelings in their current situation. That's why you went Emperor. Maybe one day. Maybe one day this person's a love option, which again isn't a crime. So that would explain why you knew from the beginning this situation was shit. And then also, P.S., your feelings for this person had changed over time. You tried to put them in the friend zone, the friend box. You struggled with that. The both of you did. Both of you fucking knew better. You're the only one who seemed like you're capable of admitting it. This person is so far in denialsville, it's not even funny. Yeah, they're in a soul contract to someone else. Someone whose energy they are comfortable with. Minimum comfortable with. It's a Two of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, so there's some comfort there. But they're also very unhappy. Again, how aware this person is of their own personal happiness, I do not know. I could not say. I just know that they're grossly unhappy. This is self-ass-kicking energy. Five of Wands, Five of Cups. They are truly disconnected from who it is and what it is that they really want. I already say, somebody's protesting way too loudly. I have no feelings for Libra. I have no feelings for Libra, yet their inclination, their intuition, their chariot, emotional water, is screaming at them to communicate with you. I mean, fucking screaming at them to communicate with you, to bring it together with the Three of Cups. They're like, no, why would I have those feelings? I'm already content with somebody else. And I would agree if I hadn't pulled those double fives, I would have agreed. It would make sense then to block any feeling that they had towards you. But this is why they're drawn towards you. Their own life is in a sense of discord. They're very much used to denying what it is that makes them happy. Why would they treat you any differently than they would in any other aspect of their life? 5 and 5, the two worst fives, in my opinion. This person literally fights their own sense of unhappiness. Again, self-ass-kicking energy. Self-defeating energy. They live in the moon. It's just easier. If they had to deal with their own realities, they would have to see, or be forced to see, how unhappy they are with their person. It's comfortable at best, and it's a soul contract at best. Is there love there? Yeah. Are they happy? I don't think they know that. They literally fight themselves on that sadness. They don't want to feel that sadness. It would be inconvenient. Here's why I'm pleased with your energy. At least your power card, Justice, is over your energetical alignment, which is good. Like I said, tension is truly born in tarot when there's what we want and there's what we do, and that's two different things. This person is riddled with energetic tension. It will likely break at some point, but when that is, I don't know, if ever. Yours, however, is in alignment. You understand that this situation's crap, but you also acknowledge the fact that your feelings have not changed. Good for you. Again, energetic tension is born when we have what we feel and there's what we do. At least you acknowledge it, so good for you. You also acknowledge the fact that you have to deal with it. It's just easier or more convenient to put this person in the acquaintance and or friendship zone. Maybe one day there'll be more. And then there's you are, signing off on that. I, Libra, acknowledge and sign off on this. Good for you. I'm not saying you're waiting, honey. I'm just saying your heart space isn't ignorant. Good. Ignorant. Heart space. You accepting the situation. This is it. This is what I have to work with. Maybe one day there'll be more. Until then, I can't. I'm the Emperor here. I gotta do right. I gotta do right. Fuck. Still. Good for you, I say. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Reverse energies as it applies. For those of you who say it's the other way around, it's the other way around. then it's the other way around. It's that simple. Okay, I'm having to repeat that more and more lately, and it's really driving me crazy. There are 3 basic rules to collective readings. This is collective. This is not a private reading. No, no, no. This is collective. Take what resonates. Leave what does not. Reverse energies as it applies. Collective energy is vast. I'm going to see different things from different perspectives. So reverse is just as tangible as anything else. There. Okay. Yes, it is this one. Is it? Okay. So, you still seem to be confused, though, in the future. Now, there's a King of Cups here I'm looking at. It could be that you are still conflicted and or confused over your heart space. I don't think so, because your energy is quite consolidated in a very tidy Librian package, right? You accept the situation, but you won't indulge in it. There you go. You've signed off on that. So, as far as I can see, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Okay. Show me that 7 of Wands, please. Why is Libra still... I want to know if that King of Cups is somebody provoking you and you don't know if you're ready. The longer this was drawn out, the more likely you are to question your own readiness, which is very normal and natural for you, so you don't need to fight that instinct. That's normal. It could be that somebody finally smartens up and you don't know if you can trust it. Because, like, really? It took you that long to figure it out? There you go. It depends on how far denial they are. And this person suffers from a very clear case of emotional denial. Not only that, they kick their own ass for it. Okay? They kick their own ass for having feelings for you. I don't think they understand how feelings work. Feelings are natural. We can't control that. You really can't. It's our behaviors. So I can understand that this person's wanting to keep their behavior in check because their intuition screams at them to connect with you. Screams. But they refuse to indulge in that. I can see why. They're in a relationship with somebody. They're unhappy with it. They don't know that. Another thing they're in denial about. They also regret having fought themselves when it comes to you. They also, there's just, I can't even begin to untangle this. So I want to know if it's this person who smartens up and they profess feelings to you and you're hesitant, you're a little gun shy. I wouldn't blame you. Or this could be a new love energy and you're just kind of generally cautious. Which again, depending on how long this went on, that could be a minute. Yeah. What's going on, please? Show me the 7 of Wands. Show me the 7 of Wands. Show me the 7 of Wands. Show me the 7 of Wands, please. 3 cups. There it is. Boom. Okay. How so? How so? 3 of Wands. Okay. 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 There it is. King of Cups twice. Okay. Okay. Who is asking this respectfully? Somebody's respectfully asking to connect with you. Respectfully. 8 of Swords, the one who cannot see. Okay. 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 Or you simply did not see it coming, or 2 weeks. Why did I say that? 2 months have passed. Somebody is respectably asking to see you. Your guard has gone up, but the energy's still there. Okay, so it's them. All right. Somebody's going out of their way to see or communicate with you. And it puts your guard up almost immediately. The truth is, honey, yeah, the fire's still there. You never denied that. You literally said it. The circumstances are shit, but I still have feeling for them. Okay. The energy's coming back your way. They're respectfully asking to see you. It's going to be a minute. You either don't see it coming, or this is the person who refused to acknowledge their feelings towards you with that 8 of Swords energy. Okay. And that's why you're confused. All right. Let's do it. Show me that 2 of Swords, please. Show me this 2 of Swords. Show me that 2 of Swords, please. You're still undecided or confused. Show me this 2 of Swords, please. Show me this 2 of Swords. Oh, you got it. Empress. Wow. Oh, yeah. What is this? Okay. Here's the good news. 10 of Wands over the Empress. Somebody's owning their feeling, the struggle. It is a strain. It is a strain. Someone's acknowledging the important... You share this card with Libra, by the way. Okay, Empress. Someone is acknowledging the strain that they've carried when it comes to you. You're still confused about it, though. You are still confused. The feelings have not changed. Someone is respectfully asking to see you, told you. But they want to make a start. Page of Pentacles, they got to start somewhere, right? Little investment, chipping away or chipping in, little by little, in micro amounts. It's hard to do this. Why is the strain so difficult to invest in, Libra? Maybe that's why you're not fully convinced. Because, oh, death is on the sideways, eh? You had this idea that this energetic connection, I don't blame you, is over. Well, the only reason I disagree with you is, I mean, I don't blame you. Given this situation and your circumstances, I would think I just didn't see any endings in the opening. No world, no tens. I'm seeing it's a massive strain on somebody to... You're being cautious. Somebody is respectfully, and I mean respectfully and from a distance with that Three of Wands energy, requesting to connect with you via communication or in real world. I don't know. Could be both. It is a strain, but somebody wants to invest your energy in a little bit. Micro investments. Micro investments. Perhaps that's why you're confused or you're uncertain. It's because it's not large enough for you to see what the point of this is or what the purpose of it is. It's not over. Death is on the sideways. Or at least this person doesn't want it to be over. Let me see their motivation. Tell me the King of Cups, please. I don't think you want it to be either. Show me the King of Cups. They are micro-investing. It's quite the strain, though. I don't know why. But burdened as they are trying to take a minute to invest in you, at least through communication. Show me this King of Cups, please. 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 Oh. They're trying to open up on that feeling. Well, here's the good news. This person needs the... You know what they need? They need the equivalent of the jaws of life. But not for auto-rex, for their heart. They need that jaws of life for their emotions. So here's the good news. They've graduated from the moon, emotional energy with the Hanged Man, to the Seven of Swords with the King of Cups. So there is some graduation here of acknowledgement of feelings. It's not as shut down as it was. Okay. It's the bigger part of their feelings are still a bit elusive, still a little bit hesitant. But it's more than what you saw in the past. Okay, so I will say this person is micro-investing, but it's through burden and hardship. Why? I don't know why, but hopefully they're not still in a, I don't know. They could still be in a relationship. It might be that is phasing out. That might be why death, that's another thing. See, movement. There it is, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. Chariot, there is a new chapter opening up in their life. And the first person they thought of was you. Okay? The first person that they thought of was you. Their intuition is now speaking, but this time it's without as much inhibition. I can see why then they're a little gun-shy or reserved with their feelings. It's just not as bad as it was. They probably don't know how you're going to be receptive to it. So this energy that they're clearly unhappy with, bonded to, but unhappy with, death is on the sideways, it might be on the way out. I told you this person didn't know. They didn't know. They didn't know how unhappy they were, and they didn't realize how much they were fighting their own emotions when it came to not just you, but their current situation for which they were dissatisfied. Mark my fucking words. They don't know. Not in present day. In the future, yeah, it's over. But they are micro-investing in you. In fact, you were their first thought. The strain then, that Ten of Wands, might be pride or strength. Resuming communication, how much of a strain that is. They don't know if it's over with you. They themselves might be exiting something. But I'm telling you, as soon as their energy becomes free, you are literally their first thought. Where there was nothing but cement blocks tied to this person's mind and feet and heart space, dragging, denial. Their energy remarkably frees up. And you are their first thought. However, there's hesitancy, and that's likely because of the history between you two. It's kind of like, I don't know if Libra's going to believe me now. There you go. So that would also explain that kind of respectful request to see you. And that is a respectful request to see you. The energy's still there. You're curious, so you are responding. I know that because you lit up. But there is quite the strain between you two. It's likely everything not said between you two, everything not spoken between you two. I think they're struggling to open up simply because they kind of lived in a long time at that place where their emotions weren't safe to be open, or they don't trust their own feelings, especially if they were in a relationship and they had feelings for you. We have feeling conflicts, so maybe they feel like they can't trust themselves, or they just got so used to being close to you. It's quite the struggle to open up regardless. What else pleases this person's motivation? Comeback call. I told you. Judgment. It's an active decision on their part, so trust that. So do trust that. If nothing else, they're not being poked, they're not being prodded, they're doing this of their own free will. Okay? They are trying to open up. They are micro-investing in communication with you, bare minimum. There might be a literal visit, as I saw the Chariot a couple times. There's going to be a strain here, but it's not over. Something in this person's world is phasing out. They don't know it back here, though. But yes, they are coming back around. It's a conscious decision on their part, so I do give them that credit. It's a strong decision on their part, and you were literally their first thought. Okay, once they understood their energy was free. You are now free to move about the cabin. Something like that. And as soon as they were able to get up and move about that cabin, they wanted to come sit next to you where you were sitting in the aisle. Okay? Wherever you were on that plane. Okay. I might call your video that you are now free to move out the cabin. I will get so many thumbs down. People hate it when the titles don't immediately make sense. If they don't immediately make sense, you get a thumbs down. It's like, yeah, I have to watch the whole video to understand what it means. Just tell me what it means in the title. Think people aren't like that? Oh, they're absolutely like that. Your title didn't immediately answer my question, so thumbs down. Oh yeah. People are very shallow. Or they can be. Nine of Wands is your advice. Are you going to stand up and fight for this, or are you too exhausted by it? Show me the Nine of Wands. Tarot doesn't dictate choice, you do. So whatever it is you do is on you, okay? King of Pentacles. Can you be secure with this? Can you be secure with this comeback call? Can you? And I can see why you would be insecure, honey. Just to remember, in your heart space, in your private Librian self, there was that kind of far away, detached fantasy / hope. Maybe one day they'll mean more. That one day's here, and they are. You were literally their first thought when whatever it was in their world ended. They don't want it to be over with you. They are trying. Okay? So are you secure then, that King of Pentacles energy? Are you secure enough? Can you trust it, or are you going to block it? Like I said, Tarot doesn't dictate action, you do. What else, please? Do you feel like you can be secure in this, or would you have to fight for your own sense of security? Can you feel confident? Can you feel confident and secure? Can they make you feel confident and secure? You thought this day would never come. There it is. I don't know. What you do is up to you. But it is the pathway. Oh, it's that star we dare not name. If you block it, again, reasonable expectation here. Real tarot reflects real life. When we're often confronted on that thing we gave up on, an unrealistic pathway, and it comes back around, typically our instinct is to block it so it can't hurt us again. It wasn't feasible. It's not doable. There's just no fucking way. Well, there is a fucking way. I should name your video that. Yeah, it's a way, and it's here. Your instinct might be to block it. I don't think you're going to, though. Because I see you respectfully listening. I do. I see you listening. And I think a part of you acknowledges how difficult it is for this person to come forward. And this, I see you, 9 of Wands, stand up and fight for this. I do. Typically, I almost always see it as exhaustion. 9 of Wands is my chronic card. We do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, i.e. the definition of insanity. But 9 of Wands is also wounded warrior. You have to know it's worth fighting for. And in this respect, if you block it, this is what you're blocking. Somebody who is Grable. What was I trying to say? Grable? Don't get me wrong, I understand I was trying to put together the two words grounded and stable, but that was interesting. Grable? That's hilarious. Grounded and stable. Very German. I'm always trying to put 2 or 3 words together. That's part of my heritage. You know, someone who represents that groundedness, the stability, the good investment, the good in life. The star, what you had hoped for. Confidence. Feeling good. Feeling good about the course of your direction in general. Are you going to fight for that? Or are you going to block it? Oh, I know what you're going to do. But it's really not for me to say. 2 of Cups is your overall. I'm being told to switch. We're going to go to Big Red here. Show me this 2 of Cups as your overall. I could either be saying their 2 of Cups, which is already reflected once with someone else, or this could be yours and this person's connection. Show me this 2 of Cups, please. Show me this 2 of Cups, please. Show me this 2 of Cups. No, I have not given up Intimate Tarot. Those will be bonus videos for now. I need to get those on the new rotation schedule, but yeah. No, I will not give up Intimate Tarot. That's one of my signature readings. I see everybody do them now. I see everybody do them now on YouTube. But no, I have not given up Intimate Tarot. 2 of Cups. I didn't see Intimate Tarot reading at all. So it's kind of flattering, but I just think it's funny. I think it's funny. 2 of Cups, but no, for those of you who have asked, no, I have not given up Intimate Tarot. I just need to get them on the new rotation. 2 of Cups, please, is the overall. Oh, called it. The moon, yes. This is that connection. This is that love where we had to bury it under the moon energy. It was a conscious decision. You act like you don't have feeling. You do, okay? But you don't want it to disrupt your life any more than it already has. But yes, the 2 of Cups is under the moon. It's a secret love energy. It's a secret connection. It's a secret soul bond between you and this person. Again, you're aware of them marrying them, not so much. They're still confused about their own feelings, never mind understanding something as comprehensive as marrying, okay? 2 of Swords, and it requires a decision. You don't need to be confused about this connection. It is what it is. Take it at face value. Even if you have to bury it under the moon, you know, you can't afford to be confused about this. The connection was natural. It didn't go beyond a certain developmental point. And I know that is because you as the Emperor here is deciding it's a 3 of Pentacles type situation, not once but twice. So you had to back up your decision. Again, your energy's in alignment with that. I, Libra, have decided this maybe one day in that kind of fantasy, fuzzy way, 7 of Cups. I don't know if you really mean it, but it's, you know, it's that idea of maybe one day they can mean more, but today is not that day. So you kind of put this connection under, I'm confused. You don't need to be. This person denies their feelings. It's not the same thing. You don't need to be confused about this love connection. It's natural. It happened. You weren't able to exercise it. You weren't able to explore it. Okay? There's no need to be confused about it. It just is what it is. Remember, you opened up with understanding from the very beginning the circumstances were shit. but that you had feelings for this person and it hadn't changed over time. So how long you were exposed to this person's energy without results, I don't know. But it was long enough to leave that kind of impression. They're obviously in a relationship. It's not going so well. And I tell you, as soon as their energy becomes free and independent, they go straight towards you. I see you as having the strength to embrace this. There's even a sort of sense of disbelief, suspension of disbelief and all that. And Knight of Wands, like, what the After all this time, are you serious, bro? Yeah, the answer is yes. But you yourself don't need to be confused about this connection. There's nothing to be confused over. It was a connection, it was natural between you two, and it did not go beyond the Two of Cups. It couldn't. Okay, so if you were questioning that feeling here, did you have real feelings for this person? Yes, you did. But you had to keep them in a safe space, a compartmentalized space, with that kind of vague sense of maybe one day. Then one day happens. Anything else, please? Like I said, you don't need to be confused about your heart space. You know exactly what your feelings were for this person. So you don't need to do that thing where you're like, well, maybe I didn't have feelings for that person after. No, you did. You don't need to confuse yourself. This person's already done enough of that for the both of you. You don't need to do it either. You don't need to. Between the two of you, you're the one who was clear about your feelings. Okay? So no, you don't need to talk yourself out of it, Libra. It is what it is. Okay? You don't have to take your feelings to the moon in order to feel safe. All right? You compartmentalize them as best you could, and that's what you did, and that's all you could do. They will come back around in due course, offering, I must say, quite a bit. Quite a bit. Okay. I do see them respectfully, but no less energetically. They're almost anxious, honestly. Like I said, as soon as they become free, as soon as they have any sort of independence, that boom, they're going straight towards you. But it's respectful requests to speak with you or connect with you. But let's make it clear that energy is there. I gotta do a time check on that. That was quite the turnaround. Yes, of course. Yes, there's loss here. Yes. Yep. I know. This was loss in its own right. It doesn't look like it, right? But it is. Wanting someone's energy you cannot have is a form of loss. Established, see? Established pride. Somebody is established, family. They have a sense of security, family, even if it causes them pain or tension, or if they are unhappy with it. Frankly, it's established, and it's a source of home and security and pride, even if it's difficult or combative. Because it was a matter of pride, we can't show that. You can't show that. Harmony. No. Let's say you're trying to harmonize with yourself. They try to harmonize with themselves too. But they're not being very successful with it, because it was just like I was about to say, there's too much unspoken emotionality for this person to harmonize with themselves. You are doing your best to harmonize with yourself, however. Too much unspoken emotionality. Anything else, please? Illusions. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Clouded judgment, unbalanced. This person lives in illusions about what their life is really like and what they really feel, and so on and so forth. The only part of fantasy you really indulge in is this idea of maybe one day. And this person, I think, suffers this illusion that, well, I have a Queen of Pentacles, I have a Two of Cups with this person. I don't... Their intuition screams at them to go towards you, not away from you. And of course, they did the exact opposite. It's not that I don't get it, but it was also for the wrong reasons. It's, I don't have feelings for Libra. Yes, they do. That's what they were actually running from. Not the circumstances, not vows. It was from their feelings. I think you two might have had some reprieve if they had just been forthright with their own feelings at all, that they remained unspoken. Okay, they might have even told themselves the whole thing was an illusion. Courthouse and child. Of course, there might be children involved, you bet. 23 or 18 might be significant to some of you. I don't know why. It could be an anniversary. Somebody is afraid, though, to do the right thing, show themselves justice, because it puts them in a vulnerable space. Specifically, abandonment. So they toil and labor at that which makes them unhappy because, well, you got to do something with that energy, right? Okay. Message. There might have been a significant message literally on the 7th for some of you. To do with the journey, taking off. There might be some incoming messages around the 7th, something about a journey. Yeah, this is the guy. Sex irrelevant in tarot, but this is the main guy we're talking about here. He's the guy. Somebody's wealth is always at the, or security again, heavy stability aspects here. Someone is chained. They ought to know better with that mature man energy, but they don't seem to. They don't seem to. They still feel very much chained to their household, their money, and their responsibilities. It's an imprisonment factor. This person is willfully chained and or imprisoned to the material world. Even though they're the mature man, number 5, and they ought to know better, on the contrary, it just kind of reinforced their life position, that I've accumulated so much wealth and I have so many responsibilities, and that's part of the illusion process, is that I'm responsible for all these things, therefore I have justification to stay and not make changes. All that bullshit. No, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be dismissive like that. I have no delusions. I live in the World War II. I have to pay bills. I have to make income. Trust me, I get it, but money's not everything. It's not. I have lived a life where I both had absence of it and a great deal of it. I can tell you for a fact money isn't everything. What I'm saying is that somebody uses their financial obligations as an excuse to stay imprisoned. That's not a belief system. That's an illusion. You understand the difference? Okay? If I keep going with this illusion, it looks feasible. If I keep telling myself to stay for the finances, the mortgage, or the stability, then I have an excuse to not get off my ass and do something. I'm set in my ways, man. You know? And that's the real illusion. Oh. I just get so frustrated when people get so... See, I'm telling you, somebody's absolutely terrified of poverty. Or financial change, or any sort of change. Anything that requires a loss in the material world is what changed this person. So it's not until... I don't know what's going to end that particular connection that they're in, but when it does, boom. Their energy automatically frees up and goes towards you. There's no hesitation there, so I'll give them that respect. But for now, that's not where they are. Well, that's not where somebody is. Time checks, yes? Speaking of which. All right. Can I get an idea, please, of when judgment occurs? Can I get an idea, please, of when judgment occurs? Or this... It's very polite. It is very polite. But firm. A lovely, firm insistence to connect and or reconnect. They try to keep that excited energy hidden. Show me when. Show me when there's this offer, please, to get together, reconnect. Can I see when, please? At World's End. For some of you, literally the 21st of any given month, for sure. And for others of you, end of December, early January, or the start of the new year. So that would, let's mark that at about February. The next fixed sign, so after we exit Scorpio, the next fixed sign is Aquarius. Yes, okay, so that would fit that timeline. So that would be late January, like I said. Okay, at World's End, so into the new year. You are much pleased by this, or it's the next fire sign, which is Sagittarius season, and that begins November 21st, 22nd, depending. Somebody's trying to balance up. For some of you, that will be December. Pisces, not Pisces, the Hanged Man is the marker of 12 and 6. Okay, so for some of you, it could literally be December 6th. That's a hell of a thing. That's so specific. But yes, for some of you, around December, January, February. The 21st, 12, 6, 6 days, a week, 2 weeks. For some of you, it is Scorpio season, but the earliest marker, I do believe, is going to be Sag season. And again, that's November 21, 22. 12. 9 plus 3 is 12, in case we had any issues there. 9 plus 3 is 12. I'm such a smart ass. Okay, we also have 9 and 3. Okay, if that helps you. But for now, all is silent. Okay. But yeah, there you go. Let's do some charms. Okay. We'll do initials last. Roger Rabbit, running out of time. And always on the go. No time to say hello, goodbye, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late. Somebody else had that as well. The star sign of Aquarius. Little tiara, someone's fancy. Or they're privileged. Or they're used to having money and comfort. Again, that material world energy. Okay, here we have the honeybee. Bzz, they're going to make a beeline right towards you once their energy becomes free and is more confident and more independent. The dragon, Aries, Leo, Sag, as well as Taurus energy. Spatula, somebody likes to cook. Or you are a chef. And that's just simply confirmation for some of you. Some of you might have a spatula in your hand right now. Hey, what's going on? We have a zombie here doing the same thing, just like the living dead, making no changes, being content with a certain way of life, even though we're not really living. Okay, the cat, highly intuitive, yes. And then the camel, I've been seeing this for everybody, conservation, conservation, conservation. I need to conserve so I can extend my life. Somebody's very conservative, emotions, their wealth. That's what they've learned. It's what gets them through the long days and the hard nights, right? Conserve, conserve, conserve. Earth sign as well. Let's see, we have J, 2 J's. I've been pulling up double letters for everybody. So 2 J's, a K, a Q, an E, H, H. 2 H's, R, and X. I know. Oh, okay. Y and P. Okay. Libra, I hope this was helpful to you. If it helps you, it does look sincere. Their energy's not free back here. I'm more pleased with your energy or energetic alignment. That's what I'm really pleased with. Okay. I'm not saying this was easy for you. I could see that this went on long enough that you tried to compromise, work with this person's energy. You both knew with that 7 of Swords as you were trying to compromise with each other. We're friends, right? We're totally friends. We're friends. We're totally friends. You're being firm about this. I have to consolidate my energy. This person's just a friend. Maybe one day. But I, Libra, am signing off on this. This feels correct. Okay. You have to do what's right for you. And in time, this person will too. They will as well. Just in time. And they will come back around. It's a very strong pathway. Very strong life pathway. With conviction too. You don't need to hide your feelings. Just embrace them for what they were. Okay? Just because you had to treat each other like the friends on surface, okay, doesn't mean you had to take your emotions to the same place. One of you has to know better. Okay? So you don't need to question your feelings. They were correct. They were natural. You don't have to put them under the moon. You don't need to be confused. Okay? You don't need to be confused about them. They were what they were. Alright, this person buries them under the moon for very different reasons. Alright, Libra, I hope this message finds you well. Take care. Be well.